Rano folds. Oh my goodness. We get a free 2 big blinds. Swing at it here. Queen or 10 for 187 bucks. Queen or 10 for 187 bucks. Queen 10 or diamonds. Hello everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another stream here on the PokerStaples channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning. So excited for the day today. Really excited to get on the grind, get crushing it, hopefully win some tournaments. Today we will see. The plan is the party poker schedule, everything we can play, all the supers, of course. And then be flicking in a few tournaments around the interwebs outside of those. So should be good fun, man. So let's get some tournaments going here. Let's go for a small bet here 3 ways with our queens. Keep betting. I'm not too worried about the 5 here. If we think about Jason's range, they might have 5-6 suited. They might have ace-5 suited. The rest of their hands, which is a lot of hands, does not really interact with this, you know? Like 4's full and Jack's full, but really we feel quite good about our hand. And now on the river, we're going to get all the money from a Jack most of the time here, which is exciting. Because a Jack can't fold. You know, we put ourselves in their shoes. They're not folding a Jack. There's no way. It's impossible, you know? When's the next foster dog coming? I think late October, early November. That's what it looks like at the moment. I think reluctantly get it in. Like, when this player goes all in, fine. When this player calls, it's like, that's kind of strong. But queens is not Jacks, you know? If we have Jacks, we maybe make a different decision. We suck out with the queens as well, which is just glorious. Flat. It's a good spot to flat. Squeeze stack, squeeze stack, squeeze stack. Just a good situation, you know? Checks to us, we bet. Dealer FM Russia, what's up? Thanks for the good luck, my friends. Check raise small. We want a fast play here, I think. I think we want a fast play. Without the ace of hearts, you know? My dad would like to see Iowa again, you know? It's not something we would do right now with COVID. But definitely at some point in the future, we've got to go to a Hawkeyes game with my dad and check it out. I've never been to a college football game before, so. And he can show me around Iowa. We're chip leading the satellite. 7 people get a seat, and 8th place gets 370 bucks. So 7.5, basically, are going to get in here. And hopefully it's us, you know. We'd love to get into this 530. Rookie 3K dropping the 16-month resub. Gets the love of the chat for the band. Rookie 3K. Thank you, dude. Big flip here, Rookie 3K. Big flip. Can we hold it? Good start. Good turn. Print it. Let's go. I think we call here in the satellite as well. Ooh. Maybe we don't, actually. It obviously makes a little bit of chips, but we're just trying to survive. And 1 in 3.5 get a seat. Every 1 in 3.5 people. So this is a small edge, and we're in second. We're 8 at 21 here. We have slid down the leaderboard to a less awesome spot, but still in a good spot. Still in a fine spot. Jack 4 is dog, bro. But the thing is, they have to call tight. So in theory, we should be shoving here to pick up these chips. In practice, people call too wide, in which case I think I'm going to fold. Like, I think if you plug this in and you run the ICM, they're not going to be calling very many hands at all. In which case, we're going to have a profitable shove with probably any 2 there. But when they do call too wide, it becomes a really big mistake for us. So I don't know anything about Daniel. You know, if Daniel's good, then I think we should be all in. But we're all in with the pair. No. Okay. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Which is why I think it really is not fun to call with this hand, because I don't think it's got a big enough edge. 10s have a big enough edge to open shove, you know. It's different if we saw a raise and a 3-bet. We're folding quickly, breaking our wrist on the way to folding. But take it down with the 10s, 84,000. All right, good stuff. I think we call Renato Nomura here for 4 blinds. We wouldn't call the small blind shove, though. I think that would be a mistake. But for 4 blinds, a chance to get rid of a player in a hand that is very likely ahead, I think it's a clear call. It gets weird when it's like for 10 blinds, then it's like, the upside becomes a bit smaller. But there we go. 100,000. We are 2nd place in the tournaments, but we feel obviously quite comfortable with our position at the moment. We're going to give a walk with 3-4 as we're on the bubble. 8 left. And we're down to 9. So shove for 5 blinds. Is it worth it to call here? That's the interesting question. We time out. Like, probably this was a call. I ran out of time, though. I was sweating this. I didn't realize we had 0 seconds in the time bank there. Probably a call. Definitely makes chips, but again, it's a satellite, right? So if we double them up to 45 and we're down to 70, we're still likely okay. But we can also just let Stoyan shove and like force them down into that 20k range pretty quickly here. So let's see. Let us see, chat. Let us see. Jack 8 beats Ace 10. We are in the money. So this is a red felt hype. We need to eliminate one more for the full entry into the 530. But that's exciting. Good stuff. We made it. All right, chat. That's it. Let's bet with Queen Deuce. We're not going to bet all of our queens here. You know, like Queen 10, Queen 9, probably going to check. Queen Deuce is a good enough one, I think, in that we're obviously targeting ace highs and queen highs by the river here. River's a 7 of diamonds. Probably don't want to pure bluff, but do want to bluff some. And we will bluff here. So let's go for it. Nice. Worked out. Good stuff. Probably check raise here. This is not a good flop for our hand, right? They are going to have some overpairs, but they're also going to have ace king, ace queen. And with how much money's in the pot, I don't think folding is a good choice. Now overbet, actually. Because, I mean, wow, if they checked back an overpair, impressive. But I think they have ace king, ace queen, and just try and get the max, try and get a hero call from those hands, and or get them to fold. Both are a win. And run it with the flush draw against king, queen. Hey, let's go. That's a fun way to win. All right, run it. Let's go. 125 bounty with the jacks against nines. This is good, dude. For a 125 bounty. That's nice. That's not, I mean, that's not chump change. It's $100. And call and fold here, I guess. We're definitely profitable. I just want to, I keep getting notifications for Twitter Spaces, which I don't want to get notifications for, you know? All right, so we win that one. We're going to raise up king 8, but let's raise with the full house. We need to start getting some money in here. All right, 80,000. That's fine. Did we get a call there on the river? I don't think we did we? We did. Queen deuce. Good, man. We're really chipping up everywhere. This is going really well. We 3-bet against Jens or Lens? Jens. Lakemeyer. Bet get a call. King of the turn. Let's keep it the aggression, I think. Just bet call. Okay. Good luck. There it is. That's a diamond. We'll take it. Let's go. All right. I think they'd be useful people to have and use as well because they're quite smart at solving problems and trying to figure it out. But then maybe some of those people make their way over to the political sphere anyways after they've made an adequate amount of money to where they feel content. Yeah, I'm not sure. Jury's out in my mind on that. I don't think that people who are in charge of governance should be as concerned with becoming wealthy from it, you know? I feel you, but I also feel like incentives are still important as well, you know? Speaking of, we're waiting on the kings. Big pots. Ace is fine. Queen is not. 9 is great. Let's go. We have a lot of chips here, man. 500k. We continue, yeah? I think so. I don't think we want to check raise with king jack here. Great run out with king jack. Still lose to a few things here, like flop flushes and some 2 pairs and stuff like that, but I think a clear bluff catch here with the king jack. Let's go, dude. Come on. Chip leader gets richer. Oh, wait. I wasn't chip leader. All right. We're going to raise with the queen 10, of course. Beautiful hands. Rano folds. Oh, my goodness. We get a free 2 big blind swing at it here. Queen or 10 for 187 bucks. Queen or 10 for 187 bucks. Queen 10 or diamonds. Ayah, dude. Wow. We really got a chance at it there for very cheap. People just missed it, you know? Which is fair enough. You get a limp under the gun. Makes sense. People miss it. I think call again here with this added money that's likely going to be in the pot. We have a hand that we shouldn't have here very often, right? Like, or that we shouldn't have here if there wasn't a bounty, you know? It makes it a little bit awkward in that our range is way too wide in the spot. So is theirs, though. They check call, check on the turn. Beautiful river, dude. Take it down with the ace king, and let's raise here with trip 5s. Against the block sizing, pretty unlikely they'd choose the sizing from my point of view with a straight. Limp call with 10-9. Not going to be folding much here, blind versus blind, when they're 26. Well, I guess it would have been 28 blinds. Like, with the bounty incentive, it's just, we're playing pots. Now, do they think about that, right? Do they bluff less knowing that? Probably a little bit. Probably. Interesting. We have a flush. Pretty sick against a shove. Probably fold though. Only suicides. Okay, I guess call with ace-8 suited. This is where it sucks, right? This is where it's like, ugh. I don't think it's gross on this one because we have 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush, and top pair. So that's enough. But what happens when it's like ace-jack deuce, right? That really kind of sucks. We have all the backdoors here, which is nice. So I think very much justifies continuing in this spot. Great turn. Hey, Jamie, what do you think of the idea that all political authority is based on the threat of violence and is therefore inherently immoral? I've never heard of that concept before. Anarcho Dave, the fact that your name has anarchy, anarch in it is skewing me in one direction, obviously. That is very much too bad. There's definitely a chance that this is like going way over my head and I don't have enough context because, yeah, maybe I need more context as to the way you're thinking about things. And if you have like a broad term in terms of like the school of thought you're referencing, I'd be interested in learning about it. So winning player is not a line that's the same for everyone. Winning player is graded based on your ambition. So if you have low ambition, you can become a winning player very quickly. If you have very high ambition, it's going to take a lot of work to become a winning player. Choose your adventure. What do you want it to be? What do you want poker to be for you? Do you want to make some money and sort of grind it out? Well, then you can get there pretty quickly. You can. It's going to be still hard work, but like you can get there. Check here with ace-10. We're on the bubble. Fortunately, no longer chip leading, but, you know, tough one, straight over straight. Come on. Leon. Get involved, Leon, please. Oh, perfect. Let's go. Come on, chats. We're Salmon Felt. We are Salmon Felt official, dude. The poop has been thrown. Fair enough. It's allowed. Listen, I'm not going to be upset. You guys can throw whatever you want. After I win hands, I don't mind. So I want to shove here. So we're 2 off the money. I think I'm just going to be a nit and folds. Get that cash on the board. We're going to 3-bet this to 68. We don't want to shove because Maxim, like we don't actually care with ace-king. But with like ace-jack, for example, we wouldn't want to shove. So we're just not going to have a shove here. It's just going to be a 3-bet only. Go for a pretty big sizing. Take it. 447. 21 make the money. 21 make the money, chats. This tournament is going very smooth right now. That's what I said last time before I busted. I think raising here is okay. It's obviously not a good hand against the 3-bet, right? It's not a hand that plays well post-flop. Like, it makes a lot of money with a set. So the question is, can we raise with 5 people behind, 2 reshove stacks in the blinds we don't really want to call off? I mean, see, the thing is, this 312 bounty, we might have to call off against this. I think we do, if they shove. And we put ourselves in a terribly awkward spot. Because now what if they check raise? They have diamond draws, they have straight draws, they have jack X and 8X. Against jack X and 8X, we're drawing almost dead. I could try and make a group too. The thing is, I just don't think very many people are interested in it, dude. Like, I put it out there and it's just dust. Like, people don't really care. We're in the money of the 88 chat on 122. We're going to go for the ace-king shove in this 88. I don't fluctuate the tournaments that I play based on if I've been really unlucky for a day. I only do that if I feel tired, you know, if I feel as if I can't keep up. Then that's an example of where I might say, oh, okay, I'm going to be done for today. I'm not feeling great. But not like, oh, I've lost 15 tournaments in a row. I'm not going to play anymore. Like, that doesn't factor into my decision. I think some check, some bet here is fine. I'm going to bet with king 9 with no heart. Check raise to 126. I think we call and then decide on the turn what to do. Fold. We lose. What does your study poker hobby involve? Elaborate, please. Studying poker is different depending on where you're at. My poker study comes from a few sources. Check here. It comes from Paired at Raise Your Edge. It comes from Preflop Academy. It comes from PO Solver, and it comes from Lessons. Nice, let's go, dude. I make a very weird call here with Queen Jack suited in the small blind. Like, we have 8 blinds to start the hand, but I think it's just going to be profitable to call anyways, even though in theory our hand is never the nuts. Wow, it just goes fold, fold. Look at that. Amazing. Queen high wins, fold, fold for 6 blinds. That's super dope. And reshove here with the 3s. Flipping. This is pretty sick, man. It's really nice when you see ace king and you're like, oh, great, we get to flip here. Let's go, dude. We have 500,000. We might actually still get a chance at going for this thing here. Here we go, chat. 218 bounty, ace queen, great hand. Big pot. Do we get action or not? For 20 blinds here, this is a big one, dude. If we get this bounty and we're up to $1 million, a big deal. Ooh. Yeah, dude. 5 away. 5 away from the cash. You could call this the bubble for sure. Bubble time. We are all in with the queens against HG Jantar. Ooh. Okay. All right. We'll take that. That's a nice suck out. 1.1 million. And we're all in again. We potentially could bubble again, but jacks are glorious. It's a glorious hand. Good luck, us, chat. 400K. All right, man. That's nice. That'll give us a bit more breathing room. I mean, still could be all in at any moment, but we leapfrog 4 people in the standings. There are 5 people. Check here. Check again, right? Check again. Is there any chance that we win this pot, chat? Of course, there's some chance. It's not a high one, but it's possible, dude. And if it goes check, 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 low key, we might get it done. Let's go. All right, beautiful. Still on the bubble there. Still 1 away from cashing the tournament. Let's raise it up with the 8s on 1.5 million. Raise, call, squeeze. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. I think we have to fold. I really want to set mine really bad. Still possible there's a comeback over the top here. I fold, but I'm sad about it. Hey, we made the money. Let's go. Tomorrow, chat, we are on day 2 of the 530 and the 109 in the money of both. We've got some money cashed already, dude. 688 locked up. Tomorrow is going to be a very exciting stream. Hope to see you all here. Hell yeah, bro. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. Grand Prix in the months. I'm not folding ace queen here. I'm going to be reshoving. Wow. I think reshove here, though. Just because the positions are quite late, I think we have a profitable rejam against the small blind. Hold for a lot. There's a lot of chips, man. Whoo. Are we chip leaders? I think we are. We need to continue. We can't just fold here. I don't think I ever played Tomb Raider. Kind of close here as to what I want to do. I'm going to go for the check raise with King Jack. Not quite enough to where I want to flat, so we'll just put in a check raise. So many choices of hands that can check raise, though. There's a chance I should choose backdoor flush draws over the King Jack, or even like the worst gutter over ace King Jack. That's possible. We go for it this time and it works, which is good. Here we go. Pre-break Lemon Lion. Let's go, dude. Final table. If you're regarding to the cutoff, people not getting enough cutoff hands in relation to true random, it is something I definitely asked about, and I'm waiting to get a response in regards to what has happened. And so I've been instructed like, hey, we're looking into it at this point. The only thing that Party Poker can share is that they haven't done anything intentionally to disadvantage any particular group, which I 100% believe to be true, right? Clearly, it should be an equal distribution of cutoffs and buttons and small blinds and big blinds for every player. Get a call. Queen Jack deuce on the flop. Let's bet. Definitely a good hand to bet here with King 6. It's not going to win a showdown, and it gets better kings to fold. It gets some ace X to fold. It's a good spot. You know, it's less of a bet with ace X, right? With like ace 10 is less of a bet than it is with King 6. King 6, I think, is a pretty clear must bet sort of situation. 9 on the turn. Let's go for the double barrel. If you think about what sort of hands are going to bluff in this situation, it needs to be ace high and king highs, right, that don't have a pair, and or like small pairs or suited connectors. So those are our choices. We have a lot of hands that have a pair. They don't really need to bluff, or there's better candidates to bluff. You know, we're not going to bluff a jack. We're not going to bluff a 9. You know, those hands we're just going to check with unless they're stronger, you know. So we're going to go for it again. Double barrel with the King 6. The tank is on here from Juby. Folds. Fold to the raise. Appreciate your answer and touching the topic. I do feel people like you have a higher impact on this than regular players that aren't streaming or etc. For sure, man. I mean, I'm an ambassador with Party Poker, right? So like I can talk to the head of Party Poker tomorrow if I want to. I can talk to the head of software, the head of security. I mean, all of that, right? So I mean, I was really bummed out when the original thread came out because people in the thread just said like, oh, you know, someone said, did you reach out to Jamie or Matt in regards to the issue? And people were just like, oh, they're shills. It's like, no, I'm not a shill, bro. I'm a poker pro. I'm an 11-year poker pro. 11 years, man. I've been doing this. And like, yeah, I have a sponsor, but if players have a concern about the company I'm working with, I will absolutely bring it forward to the company on behalf of players and say, hey, this is what people are saying and this is what's important. And like, can you take a look at it? Like, I'm here to do that, dude. So it's really disappointing that over the last 7 years, the perception of me is such that I'm not dependable to, you know, come to for help in regards to stuff, because that's, I mean, I'm totally open to do that. It's kind of disappointing. I get it. Like, I understand I was a new signing when Stars cut the Supernova Elite program, and Joey Ingram for, you know, half a year or a year basically ragged on me as a fish. And why am I sponsored? Like, I get it, you know. It's disappointing because I'm here for that, bro. Like, come to me. I'm here. I will pass along your concerns. Like, I will make it known. I can't guarantee that something can be done. You know, I can't guarantee that I agree with your position on it. I can't agree that, you know, if it doesn't go your way, then I'm going to quit the company in every situation, right? But like, I'm here to represent players, not just Party Poker. Like, I will help you be heard for sure. I'm here for it. So that's an open comment to anyone that's listening. Like, hit me up, bro. You know, when I saw the thread, unasked, I basically went and I said, what's the deal with this? Like, I would love to be able to give a good explanation as to what's going on here to the people that are going to ask me in my chat about what's happening. So I, you know, without doing it, I went there and I said, what's the deal? Like, are we looking at this? It's like, yes, we are. When we have more information, I'll let you know. It's like, okay, cool. You know? Wow. What a turn, dude. Now the question is, do we bet the turn or do we check the turn and induce bluffs on the river and not bust against a bigger six? Because I think both are options, and I kind of like the check and induce bluffs, right? It's kind of fun. But they lead, so we just call. We just call and call river. I think it's fine. Sometimes we'll bust at trips, but I think that's acceptable given how hard is it for us to have a six here? It's super hard, you know. It really is difficult for us to have a six. We call. Beautiful, chat. Beautiful. We're going to reshove here with the bounty. I'm just venting. Like, I'm just giving you honest internal insight into some of the things that are frustrating on a personal level. Like, I don't intend to make this a boohoo, poor me story. It's not. Like, this is my dream job. I love doing this. Very excited and happy to do it. Very fortunate and lucky to be able to do it. Got to fold here. So with the check, probably check call here with the 2 overs backdoor flush, unless they go for big size, but it goes check, check. Turn 6, check again. Less awesome now on the turn, I think. Yeah, I'm going to fold. I think go for a bet here with the flush draw on jack high. Hopefully we just take it down. I'm not going to continue barreling on the river very often. I think our success rate is going to be low. When they check back and call turn, I think they'll be fairly protected, and we're not getting stuff like this to fold. Hopefully they get licenses, you know? Like, I think that preventing existing players from participating in the industry, in the space, for 6 months does not benefit consumers. It doesn't benefit governments. It benefits the few operators that would like to lock out existing operators. So they have to compete against less people. I don't think it's good for anyone except for them, except for those, whatever, 6 or 12 companies that got licensed. So I'm not a huge fan of it as a consumer. Obviously, I'm with Party Poker, so I mean, it's a bummer that we've pulled out until we can obtain a license. But nonetheless, hopefully things will be okay in the future, as we are going to fold the ace-4 here. I think we get to raise the suited king here. And fold to the jam from Atos. Now, this is interesting, though. Do we reshove against this? Probably, dude. I think we shove any pair here. Thing is, it's only one shorter stack. There's quite a distance between us in 4th and 3rd now. So I think we just reshove the pairs. And I expect this to be a wide opening range. I think we'll be quite profitable here because they're going to fold most of their opening range. Bro. I don't think the call is good, but obviously it's not a good hand to see with 2s. I think the call is losing because, well, it's best case scenario. But nonetheless, $775. Well, we're on the bubble here. We're still reasonably deep, though, as you can see, right? Pretty reasonably deep. So we're in the money. I'm going to shove here. I almost am afraid that we're going to get too many folds, but I think we have to. We just don't call much against a 17 blind raise. $62 bounty. I think we want to go all in here, so we're gonna do it. I call. 8 ace queen. Clean. Let's go. Let's go, chat. All right. 6 deuce. They fold. I'll definitely go back there and check it out at some point, but thick drops, bro. Rain in Vancouver is mental, dude. Like large water bombs sometimes. I don't think I've ever been in Vancouver when it's raining. And you can tell I haven't spent much time in Vancouver. Like maybe 14 days of my life or something. We bet with 2 pair after check on the flop. I think bet fold river, right? We can get value from 1 pair type hands here. And if they raise, there's plenty of like better 2 pairs or flushes or straights they could have to raise. We do get a chance here. We've got a gutter. We've got ace high. Could have the best hand. We'll see. Nope. No good, man. No good. We don't get it. That's a good turn river, man. A very good turn river. All right, man. Good. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Final table hype of the 109 Bounty Hunter deep on a Sunday. Coming to the final table, 6 of 9. Chillin'. Mid-pack chillin', bro. First place is 1,700 plus bounties. Call it 3,500. Let's go, dude. Ace unsuited. Another raise here with 2 quite short stacks. You get to raise a lot of these suited aces, even in these spots. But you do have to tighten up your opening range for sure. Just ace 10 suited is pretty good. You know, it's a pretty good hand. So you eliminate, you know, like jack 10 suited type hands, but you keep these. A flat, under the gun 1. Now it is the chip leader, so I'm not super concerned about it. It's a pretty good flop. I think we go for check raise, right? Now we just raise over this. We want to isolate this bounty. And we've got double gut shot and the nut flush draw. Pretty good spots. Ooh. GG. 9th place. Not what we wanted to see there. 403 is our cash. Painful. Painful, dude. Ayah, dude.